Well, welcome, friends. 2 days in a row, we're going to fly again, and we're going to do another full flight video. You know, I was thinking this 50-state tour where we only visit a state that shares a border with the state we're in. That's fine in the West, but man, back east, especially as we get to New England, that's going to mean some short flights. And we're in Georgia today, in Savannah still. We're at 72 degrees, and as promised in yesterday's video, it is a little nautical. Rain. Glad to see the weather engine is working again. I did find on the boards yesterday, after yesterday's flight, that the weather servers were down. In any event, we're flying today to Columbia, South Carolina, just 112 nautical miles. Very short flight. So let's get started with it. What do you say? We'll local time out here in Georgia, in Savannah, is, let's see, 4:40 p.m., 4:39 p.m. Let's fix our camera, make sure that's set to manual, and obviously this will be an IFR flight today. Left and right battery, left and right gens, APU gens on, APU started, recognition, anti-collisions, get the lights up on in the cockpit. Pitot static 10,000.
Cessna November Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey cleared to Columbia Airport as filed. Okay. Takeoff runway 10 climb and maintain 10,000 feet.
Set this to 190.
120 decimal 4 squawk tree 06 tree.
VS 2500.
Tree Bravo Whiskey, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.9er. Good day.
Okay, APU's up. We'll start the right engine.
Savannah ground, Cessna November Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey requesting pushback.
Cessna November Tree 4
that.
Tree Bravo Whiskey pushback.
Open the fuel valve.
Accepted.
Release the parking brake. While we get pushed back, bearing 1 GPS. Hearing the engine's coming up. VR's not 120. It's 138 today. VY's 190. And VAP's 141. All on. Wait for those engines to come up. And get rid of that annoying alarm. Are we getting pushed back? Let's see. We are in the process of getting pushed back. 72 degrees in Savannah, and as you can see, raining. Weather in Columbia is 61 degrees and drizzle. Columbia, South Carolina, that is. Let's get back in, see if our engines are good.
Savannah ground,
Yes.
Cessna November
Left.
Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey requesting the end of pushback.
Fire up that left engine as well.
Cessna November Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey request to end pushback.
Calibrate the altimeter. 29er, 59er. Wow. That is low. Get our taxi light on. Zoom in on the
Savannah
MFD.
ground, Cessna November Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey with Charlie ready to taxi IFR.
Cessna November Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey taxi to and hold short of runway 10 via taxiway Echo Bravo cross runway 19er Bravo Alpha.
Just waiting for this to come up.
19er decimal 1 when ready.
Almost there. Oil pressure now no longer in
Taxi to
warning
and hold short
status.
runway 10 using taxiway Echo Bravo cross runway 19er Bravo Alpha Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
Look outside, which way we're supposed to go. Left, okay. Man, oh man, it is lousy weather. Okay, engines are good. APU's off. Let's taxi. I don't know if I can make that left turn. Oh yeah, I should be able to make it, I think. Use those toe brakes gently. I don't want to clip that twin with my right wingtip. There we go. Okay, let's trundle on out to our runway. And let's take this very short flight up to Columbia, South Carolina. I regret to say that we're not going to see much, I don't think, in the way of scenery. I think we'll be IMC from the... come on, make that turn. It's going to be IMC basically the whole time. Luckily, it's such a short flight. Landing up in Columbia, South Carolina on the RNAV runway 05. So hopefully we get cooperation from the RNAV on this flight, because it may very well be useful. Holy cow, this is very poor visibility. Haven't really flown in any kind of significant weather in some time, given that I generally fly in the southwestern United States and it's pretty good weather most of the year.
Approaching runway 01, 19. Entered runway 01, 19.
I generally would not fly in weather like this in real general aviation. But hey, that's the fun of the sim. But we still love our November 343 Bravo Whiskey. We don't want anything to happen. We got almost, what, 300 hours or something in this thing, and no accidents yet. I'm not about to start. Actually see the mist being kicked up by our tires. It's a nice feature. Not only are we seeing the mist, but we're seeing the mist blowing in the wind. That's kind of cool. There's a lot of attention to detail in this thing when it works. I was thinking on final I'm going to keep a real eye on whether or not they cancel IFR, because obviously you would never cancel IFR in conditions like this. So I want to see if it does it again. I'm also going to expedite my descent to whatever altitude they instruct me to descend to. Part of me wonders if, they tell me descend 3,000 feet, clear for the approach, and then I descend pretty conservatively. I don't like, ATC loves bringing you in so low. So there's areas not particularly mountainous or anything, so I might descend to what I would deem unrealistically low altitude, given the distance, just to see if my compliance with that instruction forestalls the IFR cancellation that I've been seeing on some of my recent flights. Weather is accurate. When I'm looking at my ForeFlight app, it's just a sea of green. Looks like we're going to have a crosswind on takeoff. I kind of caught a glimpse of the sock over here, and it's wind's coming from the left, and the plane is kind of drifting on the taxiway as well, so definitely windy. See the sock right there? Alright, there's the runway threshold. Only flying at 19,000 feet on this flight, so I don't know if it'll still be in the soup or how long it'll take us to get on top of it. Don't know. Alright, friends. Stop at these hold short bars.
Approaching runway 10.
Savannah Tower, Cessna November, Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey, ready for IFR departure, runway 10.
Cessna November, Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey altimeter, 29.59 wind 157 at 15. Cleared for takeoff, runway 10.
Just realized I never set my wind options
Cleared
too.
for takeoff, runway 10, Cessna November, Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey.
Gusting to 17. Winds are actually 9 here. But it is going to be a crosswind from the right. Alright, let's do this thing. 2-9er, 5-9er.
Approaching runway 10.
That is very low.
Entered runway 10. 9,200 feet remaining.
I think this was the same runway we landed on yesterday. Oof. Okay. We're going to go on our lights. We'll start our timer. And let's take off. Oh, one notch of flaps. Jesus, don't want to forget that. Okay. We'll sync our heading bug. And we'll zoom out on the MFD. Make a left turn after takeoff. Probably just use nav mode for that, actually. Let's go. Wait for that alarm. The ITT alarm. Just ignore it. We're rolling. Airspeed's alive. Feeling that wind. Crosswind from the right. About our 2 o'clock. Using those rudders. 80 knots. $120. 138. Up we go. Stall. Positive rate. Gear up. Try to avoid spatial disorientation. Autopilot.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey contact, Savannah departure.
Rough air.
0.0.
Rough air. Auto throttle engaged. Set 195. Really rough.
Savannah departure, Cessna November, Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey is passing 1,100 feet.
You can see if you don't trust your instruments, man, you're finished.
Cessna November, Tree 4
Can't
Tree
see
Bravo
anything.
Whiskey, Savannah departure altimeter,
Landing lights off.
29.59.
Flaps.
Is real as planned. Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey climb.
Flaps
Maintain
retracted.
16,000 feet.
Up to 16,000, Cessna 30 Whiskey. Holy mackerel, it's like being in a washing machine.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
Look at the artificial horizon.
Bravo Whiskey climb and maintain flight level 240.
No, 240, I'm only supposed to go up to...
Climb and maintain
19,000.
flight level 240, Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
Can I request flight level?
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey climb and maintain flight level 300.
I don't know where this is coming from.
Climb and maintain flight level
300, that's not what I said.
Bravo Whiskey.
I wanted it at all. Stand by, we gotta fix this problem. Request cruising altitude decrease. Let's do 8,000 feet.
Savannah departure, Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey. Request 11,000 feet.
No, I don't want 11,000 feet. You just told me to climb to...
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey climb and maintain 11,000 feet.
Little bit buggy, friends. Let's
Climb and maintain 11,000 feet, Cessna
start our
Tree
right
Bravo
turn to
Whiskey.
intercept our track line. We'll set our speed at
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey
210.
climb and maintain flight level 220.
I don't know what's going on with this.
Climb and maintain flight
Well, we're
level
going to fly up to
220,
19,000
Cessna
feet, which
Tree
is what I
Bravo Whiskey.
programmed in I wanted on this very short
Bravo
flight.
Whiskey climb and maintain flight level 300.
Listen to this. Oh boy, hot mess, friends, hot
Climb
mess.
and maintain flight level 300, Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
No icing. Outside air temperature is 14 degrees, so even though it's shit weather, at least we're not dealing with icing. But it is really choppy. I mean, I haven't had air this rough in the Longitude in a long time. Increase our vertical speed up to 3,000 feet per minute. Boy, quite a show, huh? Weather-wise. Look at that.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey contact Jacksonville Center on 120.85. Good day.
All right, when stuff like this happens, you just remember the 3 rules, right? Aviate, navigate, communicate. If I have to land without any help from ATC, no problem. Done it before, I'm sure I'll have to do it again.
Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey Jacksonville Center altimeter 29.59er. Continue to reel as planned.
As far as our approach goes, we're landing again at runway 05. Bring up the VFR map. Hopefully it works. There we go. Axwo. Edure.
Zero contact Jacksonville Center on 132.5. Good day.
Now. Oh, we're on top. Nice. Beautiful. Oh, over 10,000 now. We'll increase our speed up to 250.
2.5 for Allegiant 1690.
Hop right through those clouds. So that was about 11,000 feet of IMC. It's on top now, though. Wow. That looks great. Oh my gosh.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey contact Jacksonville Center on 132.5. Good day.
Let's see what my passenger's looking at.
132.5 for Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
What do you think there, darling?
Jacksonville Center, Cessna November.
Not half bad.
Bravo Whiskey is passing 13,000 feet, climbing flight level 300.
Well,
Cessna November 3
clouds are working now.
Whiskey Jacksonville Center altimeter 29.56. Continue to reel as planned.
2956. It's dropping. Anyway, I can't explain the contradictory climb instructions. I had asked to fly this at just flight level 190, and they're busy telling me to climb up to 30,000 feet, so can't explain that.
Clear to Tiley.
Tiley, that's where we flew over that transition yesterday.
You are 4.5 miles north of Savannah. Contact Savannah Tower on 119.1 when inbound on the approach.
Yeah, so that Southwest flight is landing at Savannah right now, in real life.
On 120.85. Good day. Tower on 119er.
95 miles out, I would expect us to receive descent instructions at 63 miles out, but we may not receive any descent instructions
0.85.
on this flight.
03.
Let's activate our half bank mode because they're expecting us to go up to 30,000 feet. And then I selected, oh, well, then took 8,000 feet lower, and it said 11,000, which suggests that it also thinks I should be at 19,000 feet. If that's the case, then why are they telling me to climb to 30,000, flight level 300? I don't know. I am firm, though, in my belief that I don't care about any of this. Not really, as long as it's working. That is, I'm not crashing the desktop. Making our right turn. It's quite a deck down there, man. I don't know, the clouds look kind of grainy to me. At least the more distant ones do. It's just me. I don't know. Increase our speed. Let's see what we can get away with here. I think 320. Got quite a nice winds. 60 knot tailwind up here. Just 19,000 feet, but we should receive our descent instructions. I'm just curious, if I do request altitude increase by 8,000, what's it going to tell me?
Jacksonville Center, Cessna 3 Bravo
See?
Whiskey. Request flight level 190.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey climb and maintain flight level 300. Expect flight level 190.
Oh my goodness. Now that's funny. Okay, we passed through transition altitude.
Flight level 300. Expect flight level 190. Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
I'm just going to have to... I imagine I'll start getting instructions to expedite my climb,
Transition altitude.
which I'm going to summarily ignore. So my suspicion is we're not going to get any help from ATC because they're waiting for me to climb up to 300, which I'm not going to do. And so I'm going to have to manage the descent myself. This is if they don't just tell me to begin descending. And we're at 19,000 feet at 70 miles out. I'm sorry, 60 miles out at 18. 63 miles is when I'll, well, round it up. 65 miles out is when I'll begin my descent. And the clouds look weird, kind of. I don't know. Is it just me? They look kind of grainy. Told you. Oh boy.
Maintain flight level 190 Cessna Tree Bravo.
Now what? Alright, well it ended up working. Huh.
Descend and maintain 5,000
We're
feet
68 miles out, so that's good. What'd she say? 5,600 or 5,000? 5,000, okay. Set our altitude selector at 5,000, and let's start heading down already. Send it 2,000 feet per minute, and we'll slow to 310 before we dip back into the soup. Set our approach course for runway 05052. We'll set that. Basically, a straight in approach. You see that here. Yeah. Where are we? Okay, so we get here straight in. The actual final approach distance is 12.2. Okay, we're headed back down into the clouds. Let's see if weather radar is working. I don't. Oh boy, is it ever.
Transition altitude. Nearest altimeter.
Interesting. NexRad's showing. Oh, okay. So there is a lot of action, but it's below us. All right. Ice. Picking up some ice. -5 out makes sense. I love it when it tells me that my inertial separator is on and I don't have an inertial separator on this airplane. Let's increase our descent rate. I want to get down to 5,000 sooner rather than later. Just so. Let's see if we can avoid that IFR cancellation. Wow. Clouds look, I mean, there's issues with the clouds, especially at distance. They look better up close. At distance, they look kind of grainy. That's pretty cool. See the undefined edge, though. No stuttering, though. It's a lot of pixels to funnel through on this giant monitor. Betty says nearest altimeter is 2958. Comes in at 2959. Very good. 47 miles out, 13,000 feet. I'm going to shallow us out a little bit. I just can't help it. 2,200 feet per minute. We'll slow to 300. Okay, we're dipping back into the soup. Hopefully we don't crash the desktop. A lot of weather. Kind of fun. Haven't flown in weather in a while, so. 43 miles out, 12,500 feet. Still got sunlight coming in the cockpit.
Good day.
40 miles out. I'm going to increase our descent rate again, back to 2,500 feet per minute. Pretty steep. Slow to 295. Slow to 290. We're at 11,700 feet, and we're going a little fast. We got to be down at 250 by the 10,000. So.
Bravo Whiskey, you are 3 4 miles south. Descend and maintain 2,200 feet. Expect RNAV runway inside approach via Axwell transition. Cleared to Axwell.
All right, we'll descend 2,200 feet, and we're cleared for the Axmo approach. We're cleared to Axmo. 3 Bravo Whiskey.
Cleared to Axmo Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
Slowing this girl down. Turn off half bank mode. 10,400 feet. Shallow out again. 2,200 feet. 250 on our airspeed indicator. We're fine. Passing below 10,000 now. 35 miles. 9,800 feet. Let's get the landing lights on. Back in the weather. Let's check it again. Oh boy. This is going to get interesting, my friends. This is going to get interesting. 43 knot, partial left quartering tailwind. Continue slowing. 240.
Landing gear.
30 miles out.
Landing gear.
We'll ignore him for now. Shallow out. 2,000 feet per minute. Pretty stunning clouds. It wasn't a big deal that the weather servers were down yesterday just because there wasn't much weather, but this would not have been as interesting. Back in the rain, hearing it on the windscreen. 29 miles, 8,000 feet. Cleared down to 2,200 feet. 2,200 feet is the published approach altitude for this approach.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey contact Columbia approach on 124.15. Good day.
2415, 3 Bravo Whiskey. Good day.
124.15 for Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey. Columbia approach Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey is passing 7,400 feet, descending 2,200 feet.
Landing gear.
Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey.
27 miles, 7,000 feet.
29.63. Continue to Axwell.
2963. A lot of weather here, my friends. My goodness. Slow to 210. 6,600 feet.
Landing gear.
25
Landing
miles
gear.
out.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Have to use the speed brakes. Disconnect the auto throttle.
Landing gear.
Speed brakes. Slow us down there, girl. Set 180. Sorry, 190. 6,000 feet, 24 miles. Shallow out. A lot more work. Speed brakes retracted. Auto throttle's re-engaged. 190 still set. A lot of wind, a lot of weather. Still a hell of a tailwind at this altitude. 5,400 feet, 22 miles out. 185 airspeed.
Descend and maintain 5,300 feet. Expect ILS runway inside approach via left transition.
Holy cow.
Cleared to land.
Don't worry though, passenger, we're on it.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Auto throttle's really struggling. 20 miles out.
5,300 feet. Expect
4,700 feet, shallowing out.
via left transition.
1,600 feet per minute.
Wisconsin 770.
Set 180.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing
Gonna have to
gear.
use those speed brakes
Landing
again and
gear.
disconnect the auto throttle once more. Slow this bird down. Holy cow. Set 175. If possible. Even with the speed brakes, it's having a hell of a time slowing down. Okay, good, there we go. Speed brakes retracted. Let's do a notch of flaps. Lots going on here, my friends. Depressurize. Holy cow. We are bouncing around in this mess. Auto throttle re-engaged. .16 miles out. Trying to get down to 2200. Gonna make a big right turn here in a sec, friends. And then we're on final. You would have no idea that we're making a right turn unless you look at this. Coming up on a Dure. RA is showing us 2,300 feet AGL.
Landing gear.
There's the right turn. Coming up on 2,200 feet as instructed. Coming up on a Dure. Need to be at 2,200 feet at a Dure. We are. Okay, turn and final. And again, just looking out here, you can't tell we're turning. Gotta look at this. Rains have abated. Let's zoom in on the MFD. Under 2. Really intense, my friends. I'll go outside, put down the gear. See us getting blown around. Okay, another notch of flaps. And go full flaps in just a second. Slow down to our approach speed. 1.4, what? I always forget this. I just did it, for heaven's sakes. Speed bugs. EAP 141. Slow to 141. Go full flaps. Really windy. 25 knot crosswind. Oh my goodness. This could be ugly. I hope that wears off. Full flaps.
Wisconsin 770, please expedite your climb 5,300 feet.
Okay, I want to manually handle this descent from this point on.
You are 9 miles southwest of Columbia.
500.
Contact Columbia Tower on 119 decimal.
Okay, tower handoff, that's appropriate. Descending right now at 700 feet per minute. Airspeed's all over the place with this wind, but we're
Tower on 119
holding it. It's auto throttle's basically holding it at 141.
Columbia Tower, Cessna November.
Really challenging.
Whiskey 8 miles southwest inbound RNAV runway.
8 miles southwest. Minimums are 428.
Columbia Tower. Altimeter 29 decimal 61 with 09er 6 at 19er.
Once you're out of the east, it's gusting to 19. Crosswind's going to be from the right. Outer marker indicator. Airport is not in sight. Got nothing. I don't know, this could be rough. 6.1 miles out, 1,700 feet. Descending.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey with 077 at 20. Cleared to land runway 5.
Slight crosswind from the right. Cleared to land, runway 5, says 30 Whiskey. Okay, gang. 5.4 nautical miles out. Full flaps, gears down, landing lights on, airplane's depressurized. Runway not in sight. Nothing. I got nothing. Nothing. Little bit of ground down there. 4.9 miles, 1,300 feet. Shallow out the descent rate, 700 feet per minute. RNAV's coming up.
3 mile final, runway 0.
3 mile final. Try to capture that RNAV if we can. Get this coming up. Let's activate EPPR. See if we can grab that glide path. There's the runway. I don't have visual. I just have it on the stimulized visualization. It's not grabbing it. Shallow out the descent rate even more. Failed to grab it. Failed to grab it.
500.
I got nothing. Holding steady here. 900 feet. RA's 545. So we're definitely coming in low. Putting it mildly. Just passing over Tybach now. 2.5. This is really hard. I have nothing in sight. Nothing. We're not near our minimums, though. Trying to grab that glide path. Boy. Oh, it grabbed it! It grabbed it! Thank God. Whew! Boy, does that make my life a lot less complicated. Airspeed's fine, 141, 500 call out. I'm not going to disconnect the autopilot yet because I do not have the airport in sight. We're coming up on minimums. 560 right now. There it is! There it is! Autopilot. Auto throttle. Holy mackerel. We got to dip that right wing into the wind. 3 reds, 1 white. This crosswind's going to be brutal. Planted.
Landing gear.
Oh, wrong button. Sorry. Spoilers are up and reversers are on. Still using that right aileron, for heaven's sakes. 65 knots. Gonna exit left.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey, turn next taxiway.
Well, my goodness gracious. Anybody who ever tells you
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey, contact ground on 121.
that a flight simulator is boring, they should watch
Going
this
to
video.
121.9er Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
ATC worked, and RNAV worked. Other than that little bit of weirdness where they told me to climb to flight level 300 and then back down, but that fixed itself. Holy mackerel. I'm telling you guys, this one took years off my life. Bring in those spoilers. Back inside. Stop our timer. 25 minutes. And look outside, bring in those flaps. This one was really, really intense. I mean, oh my God, that was so great. Landing lights are off, taxi lights on, pulse lights off. Welcome to Columbia, South Carolina. We'll contact ground and taxi to parking. Holy mackerel. What a flight. I'm so happy that it worked and that I was able to share it with you. So happy that I was able to share it with you.
Parking by taxiway Alpha, cross runway 29er, cross runway 5 Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
You don't get flights like this every day. I think we got to cross. We should have exited right, but I didn't know that, so we're going to make a left and another left to make our way over to parking. That was really something, you guys. Seriously. What an exciting flight. So short, but just had everything. Everything. Oh, I see lights there. Somebody on final? I think so. Yeah, yeah. There's somebody on final.
Position Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
Don't worry, dude. I got you. I'm not going to go careening onto the runway. Hey, you know what? He's still, what, 2 miles out? Nah. You'll be all right. You shouldn't do that in real life. They're uber cautious when it comes to telling you to hold position. Oh, good. She changed her mind. I'm getting blown around even taxiing. All right, there's our parking space right there. That wasn't too bad. Holy cow, this thing had everything. I mean, everything. I'm telling you, my heart rate was up, and I was sweating bullets on that final. Oh, I'm so glad the RNAV worked. God, that gives you such a measure of confidence. God, I can't even keep a straight line on the ground here taxiing. The landing rollout was actually pretty good. I was expecting maybe a little more wobbly because of the crosswind. 12 knots, I think, when we touched down. All right, well, I've never landed at Columbia before. in the sim or in real life. Let's get our taxi light off. Where's your flashlights, bro? Nice. All right, friends. Right engine. Go outside, take a last look around. There we go. Beautiful. Looks like the weather's, of course, just my luck, right? The weather's improving now that we've just parked. That's great. All right, well, this was a lot of fun. My goodness. It's about as much fun as you can have with your clothes on, said the flight sim geek. All right, turn off all that anti-icing equipment. Don't need that anymore. And we'll kill left engine, drop the logbook screen. Still screwed on my landing credit. Anyway, KSAV, Savannah, Georgia, to KCAE, Columbia, South Carolina. 23 minutes, 21-second flight. Lots of fun. Anything you can do in your day that takes your mind off bad or sad things or stressful things, you should do. That's how I see it. Anyway, I hope that you have a good day, and we'll be flying again soon. I guess our next destination's North Carolina. So after that, Virginia. And I have to tell you, though, we get up to the New England state, that is going to be a lot of short flights. Rhode Island to Delaware, for heaven's sakes. Anyway, thank you for joining me on that very cool and exciting, unique flight. Have a good one.